How are you, Geeksters? Good to be here again. Alex, BB, we watched it. I was looking forward to the viewing. I wanted to sit down and see it in the comfort of my own home. It's different. It's different from seeing it in the cinema. The cinema is great, it's huge, it's loud, it's fantastic, but there's a connection that you get sitting and watching it in your lounge room that you don't get in the cinema. And it's different. And I've changed my opinion about movies before based on watching it in my own lounge room. Often for the better. For some reason I can sit and I can understand things a little bit better when I'm watching it in my own home. BB and I and the fam, we sat down, we watched it. It was good. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Again, the beginning is strong. That space sequence is strong. I loved it. I love the whole Hux sequence, and some of the gags feel very un-Star Wars. I must admit, some of the gags, I don't know about you, BB, but I feel like some of the gags with Poe and Hux, not that they don't work. They made Hux a little more slapstick. Yes, absolutely. He seemed a little more deadly in The Force Awakens, but I liked it. It worked, and the actor is so capable that he pulled it off perfectly. So I think that was fine. The Poe stuff in the X-Wing and BB working out what he needs to do with the circuits and shoving his head in it, it's fantastic. I love it. It's real exciting. It feels like Lucas Spielberg sort of ate his excitement. I like it. It's real Star Wars stuff. And I always like seeing Mark Hamill on screen. You know, he's Luke. He's the only guy that can play Luke. The role is iconic. You know, he's so thoughtful in all his lines. I would have loved to have seen more of him, if anything. What he did do was great, and no doubt anything he does is great, but I would have loved to see him some lightsaber battles. I love the sequence when he's fighting with Rey. It's great, because you get a bit of Luke ducking and pulling back. Did you see that? You know, it was great. It was great. But more of him, you know, and certainly on the planet. And getting back to my point about the submerged X-Wing, some people feel that it's placed there and he's ready to use it at any time because he can levitate it out of the water. I believe that it was abandoned. And the reason I maintain that it's abandoned is because Jedis can't control corrosion. Despite your ability to levitate, whether it's going to change the fact the X-Wing ain't going to be working. So look, if you've got any intention of using it again, I think you'd agree, BB, you perhaps store it somewhere else other than submerged in the water. So anyway, that's my point. But getting back to The Last Jedi. Overall, I'm happy. It's an enjoyable watch. I did labour towards the end, you know, so I knew what was coming. I'd seen it a few times in the cinema already. It's 2.5 hours, and any 2.5 hour movie is going to take its toll on your attention span. But it's great. It's great. It's Star Wars. Lightsaber battle in the end, you know, I can't help. Every time I see him now appear, I know, oh, here we go, the hologram of Luke, or the mental projection of Luke. Here we go. You know, I would have preferred to see him there, present, and a little bit more of a tender moment expanded on.
I know what you're gonna say.
I'm sorry.
I know you are.
That's the moment we've been waiting for, and it was so brief. They're talking about hairstyles. I'm glad you're here in the end, and okay, it's great. It's Leia and Luke and Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill. It's what we've hoped we'd see again. It's better than absolutely nothing. But that can't always be sufficient. You can't say, well, it's better than no Star Wars at all. And I'm the one to say that too. But I think could have explored that more. There could have been more. What do you think? There could have been more. The nod to C-3PO, that gets me every time. You know, a few lines, a bit of reflection with C-3PO. He's not worthy. The relationship is not worthy of that. Is C-3PO such that, you know, that he didn't make the contribution worthy? Whereas R2, he has the tender moment. Yes, C-3PO, you can't have the tender moment with. Oh, I didn't get that, you know. A throwaway. It's worth so much. One of our most valued droids. The original film, A New Hope, before it was called A New Hope, it was about C-3PO and R2. It was about those two droids. The film starts with them. They're in the middle of the act. Always the droids are there, not worthy of at least a few lines, a bit of reflection. It's almost like C-3PO gets treated with such disregard these days. Poe was having a go at him. Leia at the beginning of the movie, wipe that look off your face. It's just slapping him every chance they get. So look, I'm all for the droids, but you know that. So that could have been better. I guess there's a realness, that's what it is. There's a realness that's lacking in that final sequence because Luke's not there. So now when I watch it, I know he's not there. There's no jeopardy. There's no risk to Luke. There's no real saber contact. There's no, there's got to be something at risk. Otherwise it's not real. Now that you know it's not real, it's just not real. It's hard. It is hard. It's hard, but it's Star Wars, and it is better than nothing. It is better than nothing. It's great. It's great. But what do you look forward to now with episode 9? I know what I look forward to, BB, and that's the return of J.J. Abrams. And I like Rian Johnson. I respect him. He makes beautiful movies. Combine his efforts with someone else who, rather than wants to be expressive with storytelling. See, I think that's where Rian Johnson goes wrong. I think he's great visually. He nails it. He is the Stanley Kubrick of the new generation. He's wonderful. He's wonderful. He knows every shot on the screen looks like a portrait. It's great. It's great. It's wonderful. It's gorgeous to look at. Come on! But the story. That's not to say he can't write dialogue. The man can write dialogue. Just the story, some guidance with the story would have been nice. JJ writes for fans. You know what I predict with JJ? I think he's going to come in with episode 9, fully aware of how people reacted to The Last Jedi, what they liked, what they absolutely didn't like about it. And he's going to rectify. He's going to take it upon himself just because he's that sort of an artist. So I believe he's going to pull out a movie that's going to be not only magnificent, but it will give more context to The Last Jedi. That's what I'm thinking, BB. Look, so there it is. The Last Jedi. What more do I have to say no matter what? Music, I love. Porgs, I'm still... I don't know about the Porgs. They're just a little bit too cute for my age bracket now. You know, I'm definitely into you, BB. You know, whenever you feature, I'm loving it. I want to know what people think about this movie. You know, I want to hear sincere thoughts after watching it on DVD. Whether people feel that it's different to watch it on DVD, it is to see it in the cinema, and that you may experience it again in a different way. Maybe a greater connection in the intimacy of your lounge room. And that this is real. You know, what I'm saying is real. You feel that. You feel a closeness to a movie that you don't feel in the cinema. As much as the spectacle is in the IMAX, it's wonderful to watch it at home. So I connected with the film again. I almost feel like I've got to watch it again on DVD to really grasp my true opinion of the film. I know I liked it. a lot. I know I was satisfied to an extent where I'm not writing anything off. I'm so optimistic about the standalone films that I don't invest as much in the saga anymore. So yeah, maybe they've taken a few turns, but I enjoyed Rogue One that much that I don't care, because I know they can just, hey, let's create a film around Bosch, or let's create a film around, you know, an Argonaut or IG-88 or you know, that's what I look forward to, because in those moments they can bring out original Stormtroopers and Cloud City and Jabba's Palace and you name it, and we're back there again. Overall, I loved it. I'd say give it another chance, give it a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh chance in light of the original trilogy and the prequels. I mean, I think this is the way it goes. It's thinking that the original trilogy can feel like this drug. Everyone who loves Star Wars wants to get back to that original feeling of how they felt when they saw Empire Strikes Back, when they saw the original film, when they saw Return of the Jedi. I know with me, my moment was at the age of 10 watching Return of the Jedi, and it changed my life. It was amazing because he'd gone from a blue sword to a green sword, and it was amazing. He was out in the daylight. He was in black, and he's got this green sword. It was amazing. It was amazing. At 10 years old, rank and monsters. It was incredible. But, you know, yeah, bring on that high for me. It doesn't seem so complicated to work it. You know, I want in this Han Solo movie a Jabba Palace sequence. You know, I really do. If they don't do that, I believe that's a lost opportunity. I mean, really? You know, Jabba's Palace. Obviously in trouble with Jabba. I know how he was at least working for Jabba. Not maybe the incident that caused the dilemma between them, but something. You know, we could see that he worked for him. Maybe he's doing a job, as we've said in other videos, doing a job with Greedo, he's working with other bounty hunters. I've heard this movie described as a heist movie, so maybe yes, maybe that's what we'll see. But look, I'll wrap it up. You know, but I do want to say thank you again. I really appreciate the support. I'm trying to rally a bit of support for these videos. Those that enjoy it, please let me know and continue to check in. I love sharing in these videos and I love hearing from people, especially about that X-Wing thing when I say my opinion about it abandoned and people feel differently. And I like that because it's such a valid opinion either way. That's what I enjoy about talking about these movies. I don't want to slam them. You know, I don't hate them. I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy the DVD because I'm going to boycott it because it's not up to my standard. I mean, for God's sake, it is what it is. My opinions about the prequels go up and down depending on my moods, depending on who I'm watching it with, how long it's been since I last saw it, or in light of what I've seen since. So, mystic, that's all I can say. I love Star Wars. I love talking about Star Wars. Share with me. I love the people that want to share with me. Keep enjoying what I'm doing. And let BB and I know if you're enjoying yourself. So hit the like button, and apparently there's another button that you've got to hit to alert you to my next videos. So, you know, hit that, whatever it is. But for now, see you later from the Alex Man Cave. At some point, you know, I'll show you around a little bit, but maybe I'll do that as some sort of montage, video montage. So anyway, for now, see you.